Shalom Aleichem, everybody. The question today is a good one. And that is, why don't we try to convert people to Judaism? Why don't we try to get people to convert to Judaism? So, why don't Jews try to convert people is a better way to put it. So the answer to that is as follows. Being Jewish isn't something you just convince someone to do. It's not just about a life decision, a choice, a calculation, and a come to a conclusion that, yeah, I want to convert. It's not like that. In truth, being Jewish is something, it's who you are. It's who God decided or willed it for you to be. Hashem gives you a Jewish soul. That's what makes you Jewish, not because you like the hats that they wear. So to go a step further, to elaborate even furthermore, is, to me, this is something that always, even though I was born Jewish, it always reassured me and inspired me about the authenticity of Judaism, is that we know it is the truth, that we don't need to convince others to be Jews, because a Jew has a mission as a Jew to serve Hashem, and a non-Jew has a mission to serve Hashem as a non-Jew, as a righteous Gentile. And this, I've always said, is through obeying the 7 laws of Noah for all of mankind. And someone once asked me, but I want to serve Hashem too, I'm not Jewish. I want to serve Hashem with more than 7 laws. Well, you should know that within these 7 laws are over 60 sub-laws, and these are the laws that you serve Hashem through. But there's also a lot of Torah portions and deep mystical and deeper teachings about these 60 laws, and you can learn about Hashem and learn about the light of Hashem and how Hashem creates reality, the mystical, Kabbalistic teachings, which correspond to these 60 sub-laws, the 7 laws of Noah. The Rebbe explains, you can even teach Chassidus, which is teachings of Kabbalistic teachings, to non-Jewish people, to righteous Gentiles, if they are within the realms of these 60 laws of Noah, which is about God and reality, which is a tremendous amount of literature and content that probably infinite in a sense. They can always expand more and more on this. So, to that non-Jewish person who asked me this question, if you want a relationship with Hashem, it's not just through these 7 laws. There's the 60 sub-laws, and all the deep teachings corresponding to these 60 laws is a sea of wisdom to learn. And even Jewish people need to learn this. So now here's the main question is, why doesn't Judaism try to convert people? And the answer is because you're born Jewish, and it's a soul you have. And if you're born non-Jewish, you have a mission as a non-Jewish person. So now here's the question. What about Jewish converts? Are there Jewish converts? I said, we don't try to convert Jewish people, but can someone still convert to Judaism? And the answer is absolutely yes. There are Jewish converts. And as much as we don't try to convince people to convert, sometimes there are people that convince us that they need to convert. And this, my friend, is called a Jewish convert. And they are accepted in Judaism absolutely just like any other Jew. In fact, even more, we have to be more careful to respect a convert even more than a regular Jew. So now the question arises. I just said you're born Jewish. It's not something you try to convince someone or choose. So how can someone convert? Literally, converting means they weren't born Jewish and they became Jewish. So how is this even possible? Well, the answer lies in the pasuk, in the verse in the Torah, where it says, Ger shenizgayer, a convert that converts. That doesn't make sense. It says a convert that converts. A convert is a Jew. A convert that converts. It should say a goy shenizgayer, a non-Jew, a Gentile that converts. And within this beautiful verse, we see that, yes, they converted, But deep down, they were Jewish all along. And it's only that Hashem put them through this very, very important mission and very far place in order for them to return to their source and to convert to Judaism. But all along, they had that Jewish spark within them. It's only that in this world, they had to find it through converting. But deep down, it's been there all along. And a lot of converts, you actually come to find that their great-great-grandmother was actually Jewish on their mother's side. That all along, they actually were even born Jewish. A lot of them. So, my friends, this is a simple question that I'm answering, but at the same time, it is a tremendous lesson to each and every one of us. A lesson that Hashem has a mission for you and me and everyone around, both Jewish and non-Jewish. And that we are here to serve Hashem, both Jew and non-Jew. And in fact, the Lubavitcher Rebbe explained over 30 years ago that the two main things to focus on now to accelerate the redemption, the two main messages to pump out at all times, is that Mashiach is coming and to inform everyone of his imminent arrival and about what will happen to teach people about the coming of Mashiach and how the world will change and how much we should look forward to it and get involved. And the second thing we have to spread is the 7 laws of Noah for all of mankind. The 7 Noahide laws for all of the world. And these 2 steps will accelerate the redemption. So my friends, when we say, people have this misunderstanding, when the Jewish people say the chosen people, the truth is the Jewish people are the chosen people, and non-Jewish people are also the chosen people for a specific mission. The question is, each person has a specific mission that they were chosen for. If the president chooses to place someone as a Secretary of State, and he says, you are the chosen one for the Secretary of State, does that contradict the fact that the defense minister was chosen to be the defense minister? No, they're both chosen. They're chosen for specific missions. It's true that the Jewish people were, fair to say, given a bigger responsibility, a more heavy spiritual load to carry, a heavier responsibility. But that is because their soul is equipped for that specific mission. Hashem, and even among Jews, you don't see Hashem gives two Jewish people the exact same mission. Each person is given a responsibility, a mission according to their capability. And according to that capability is the difficulty of the mission. So here today is just, I wanted to clarify for you guys this idea of conversion to Judaism, because it's something that I think is a universal topic that will always be relevant, and this video will be relevant for a long time. So I wanted to also start to make videos like these that are not just updates on what's going on in the world right now, but rather universal ideas that will be relevant for all time. So I think this is a nice reminder to us of the perfection of God's Torah, that unlike other religions that say you have to convert to this or else, Judaism says a Jewish person has a specific mission to connect to God, and a non-Jewish person has a specific mission to connect to God. And in that, we should all connect to the one true God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and to help speed up the redemption to bring the Mashiach. I think there's something very, very truthful about the fact that the Torah doesn't need to force anyone to become a Jew. And if someone has to force someone to believe something, it doesn't always work. But when you can get somebody to see the truth for themselves, then it's permanent. It's a permanent change. So may God bless you all. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Please support and donate to the Torah channel below. And may we merit to have the redemption immediately. Thank you.